Hi, I'm Susan Evans from susanevans.org, and today we are going to be describing for you and doing skits about the executive departments of government. We are using Exploring Government by the Knotgrass Company, and we are having a great time. Take a look at the executive departments of government. The first executive department is the Department of State. This handles foreign relations and makes treaties, promotes peace, and encourages countries to participate on the war on terrorism, among other things. Next is the Department of the Treasury, which oversees the economic life of the nation and is involved in how the country participates in the world economy. It also oversees coin minting, printing of paper currency, and the IRS. Third, the Department of Defense has the job of protecting our nation and its interests. This is our nation's largest employer, with about 1.4 million men and women on active duty and 650,000 civilian employees to support them. Next, we have the Department of Justice, the head of which is the Attorney General. This department works with the FBI and enforces laws of all kinds. Then there is the Department of the Interior, also referred to as the Department of Everything Else by some people. This department's responsibilities used to include a lot of agencies that became their own departments later. Now, its primary responsibility is to maintain federal national parks. The Department of Agriculture creates regulations concerning the quality of food farmers produce, inspects and grades food, supervises farm production, and guarantees that farmers get an adequate income through subsidies and price controls. Next, the Department of Commerce encourages growth in the economy and promotes trade between American and foreign companies. This department includes the United States Patent and Trademark Office, among others. The Department of Labor's job is to protect the rights of American workers by enforcing laws regarding non-discrimination in the workplace and workplace safety. This department also collects information about various aspects of worker conditions, such as hourly wage and unemployment rate. Next is the Department of Housing and Urban Development. It was created to address the decaying state of many inner-city areas and the dilapidated, crime-infested urban areas. It also enforces laws regarding discrimination and safety in apartments. The Department of Transportation allocates federal funds to road construction and promotes safety in construction sites. It also oversees the transportation infrastructure and makes regulations regarding road safety. The Department of Health and Human Services has a wide range of tasks, from Medicare to Medicaid, to approving prescription drugs, to certifying the quality of foods and cosmetics sold in America, and much more. It also creates programs to help Indian tribes, the poor, and the elderly. Next, the Department of Energy encourages energy conservation and supports research in energy technology. It also tries to make energy consumption and production safer and researches alternate renewable sources of energy. The Department of Education has over 250 programs, including training migrant workers, programs for the handicapped, and granting student loans. It also works to prohibit any discrimination in schools. The Department of Veterans Affairs is tasked with providing assistance to veterans, especially those with disabilities because of their service. This department provides health care to veterans and their dependents at little or no cost. And last but not least, we have the Department of Homeland Security, which handles national emergencies such as natural disasters. It works to prevent terrorist attacks and makes programs to keep the public educated about such attacks. And there you have it. I'm Susan Evans from susanevans.org. Thanks for watching. What was that?